bring in Laura Pettler, a forensic criminologist who's been writing about this very case. Laura, thank you so much for being on. I really appreciate this. Look, I spoke with the Tepe's brother-in-law a week ago, and you know, it seemed as though there was no one on the radar for the family members as to who could have done something this awful. But now he's saying that there were these red flags, that Dr. McKee had threatened Monique Tepe's life when she was Monique McKee. And I just wonder, how red a flag is it when someone makes a death threat to the person they're married to?
Hi, Ashley. Thank you so much for having me. Yes, so absolutely, the death threats in an intimate partner relationship are basically a huge warning sign, and it's always best to view them in context of it's shifting, like the conflict between them is shifting between emotional conflict to potentially a behavioral conflict where maybe an abuser is going to then move from just thinking about hurting the victim to actually acting, and that becomes lethal for a domestic violence homicide victim.
I mean, I suspect if there's going to be a trial, I mean, that's, you know, obviously there can always be a plea bargain, as we saw in Coburger, but if there's going to be a trial, I sense that a lot of this stuff is going to come out in court, the things that were said, the things that were threatened, etc., and they matter to juries. But I was really taken by that wedding video, not just the words when she said wrong relationships and waterfalls of tears led me to you, Spencer, but she started to cry and continued to cry all the way through that. And I just wanted to get your professional assessment of that.
Yes, you know, that struck me as well. And it struck me that the words that she chose, you know, she said, you know, bad bumble dates, wrong relationships. And she put the S on the end of it, Ashley. And I thought that was interesting where she said a wrong relationships. But, you know, did she mean a wrong relationship? And that's one of the things I've been thinking about recently. In addition to that, then she said, the last part of it was about the waterfall of tears. And so for me, it kind of the summarizing statement that kind of went through my mind was that she went on a journey, and there was a tremendous amount of emotional growth through trial and error. And that resulted in meaning to her, because she was saying, you know, this wasn't worthless. This wasn't, my journey mattered because it led me all the way to you. And it really struck me that she was so emotional and she was so grateful to be there with Spencer that day. That's how I perceived it.
One of the things that you wrote about the Tappy murders, Dr. Pettler, is, quote, murder is conflict resolution for the offender. And I just want you to pull on that thread a bit.
Sure. That is something I've been talking about for a very, very long time throughout my career, simply because this is the type of situation that I specialize in. So in domestic violence homicide, and the reason I'm using that analogy and those words is because the defendant in this case is the former intimate partner of Monique Tepe. And so it's possible that, of course, there's going to be a trial, but what they're saying is that they're alleging this person is responsible for their deaths, Monique and Spencer. And what I mean by conflict resolution is that murder is conflict resolution in that it resolves an internal conflict that's going on inside the offender. And this is just a blanket statement across the board for intimate partner homicide. And it doesn't make sense, but to us maybe, but it makes sense to that person, the offender, him or herself. And so sometimes it can be years like this, and in these cases there is stalking, and of course all of these other lethality factors that go in, that we're looking at those variables when we have a situation like this. And as this case evolves, I think all of that will come to fruition for everyone so that they can see kind of what happened. But sometimes these types of cases, offenders keep things close to the vest and they never reveal why they might have done something to injure or kill victims, because that's how they maintain control, and that's how they continue to relive that emotional, cathartic execution over and over and over again.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.